Morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time. This is your host, Dr. Peter. Welcome to this week update. I'm here to help you navigate into trading and making your decisions. This is DXY on weekly time frame. We had seen DXY broke the low that it made about 2 months ago, the further low. The first low was around this area that price made about 3 years ago. So we're seeing DXY falling further. And after this reaction here, we had this break. So what is next? Are we going to see a reversal or not? Now, there are a couple of things that we used to analyze trade. We look at the wave theory and how the wave theory had shifted or modified, has been modified in the recent years. You know, before now, the brute wave theory by Elliott would tell you that wave 3 has to be 1618 extension of 1 and 2. And wave 4 does not move into the territory of wave 1. All those ones are still very important. But again, we are saying that most of the time, we don't get to see Elliott's wave running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a corrective wave 1, 2, 3, or ABC. So a whole lot has changed, and we have to really work with what we had discovered in recent time. But having said that, the wave, like we know, we had expected that this wave had to be completed. This is 1, and a B and a C. And this C for me is not completed. It's after this C is completed that we can begin to think of something else happening. So I still believe that on the higher time frame here, we still have to touch 100% extension. You know, we have talked about so many things that with 4, 5 can be. 5 can be to 4, and extension of 1618, 1, 2, 3. But we have to still understand the higher time frame, what is saying as per these to the downside and these to the downside has to at least tick 100. We are far away from 100. After ticking 100, it doesn't mean that it will stop at 100. Then it could get extended to 1, 2, 3 or 1618. It's only when it breaks 1618 to the downside that then we now know that we are in a very sharp movement to the downside. But for now, the least is still 1618. I mean, 100 extension, which we have not gotten to. Again, we look at the format. If the wave here is completed in the manner of their count and their structure, this is yet to be completed. It's almost we can say it's almost completed down here as a 1, 2. Then within wave 3 itself is completed, and this is wave 4. But the wave 5 that is going to the downside is not complete. So when we break it down to the lower time frame, we will know that the internal structure of this wave 5 is not complete, and that is what helps us. We used a whole lot of stuff that are lagging in the market or time lagging, the indicators, the all these average indicators that we use, the RSI. Now, if we turn to the RSI here, this is weekly time frame. We can see that the RSI here and here is almost at par at wave 3 to 4 is at par, maybe a bit above it, which is expected that there's going to be a deviation. And not until we cross this that we know that we have changed trend. We have to cross this orange line. But having said that, if you go to the lower time frame, I'm sorry, the daily time frame, the mood of the market here is still bearish, but of course we know it might not quickly tell us or reveal what is happening. So let's look at the daily. Looking at the daily, I still see that we are bearish. Now, bringing out the RSI, we can see that this is wave 3 here. And we can see that that is the deviation that I'm talking about. So the price on RSI is lower, and the price here on wave 5, though is lower, but the RSI is up, which means that we are getting to the end of this whole structure. But the RSI alone is not enough to tell us that, okay, this is where you want to go back to the upside or turn. You now have to look at the structure. So the RSI is indicating that we are getting to the end, but we still have a few more, and that's why understanding the structure and the wave theory helps. We still have a few more movement to the downside. If I take this move, which is impulsive, as a wave 1, and it has run itself in 5 waves, and I take this as a wave 2. Now, the all of this comes to the downside, maybe a wave 3. Then I still need to see a wave 4 in this regard and 5. So that is one thing. And wave 3 can never be the shortest, even in wave 5, if we are handing it. This is yet to click 100% extension of 1, 2, 3 is yet to click 100% extension. Talk less of now doing a wave 4 and a wave 5. Now, even if we are going to correct deeper, would I still believe that we are still going to fall? Price is not ready to break this area. So if we even break this area, we are not going to break this area. This is still corrective in a way. And the mood of the market on the daily time frame here, on this DXY, is still corrective. Even though we had daily candle broken, it doesn't really matter. It's only testing this support, or the support as resistance here. Then we need to see how the price is going to behave between here and here. It's only after the price had broken this big resistance here that you now cannot begin to think of, oh, maybe necessarily we are now going up. So for now, for me, we are still down, regardless of what the price wants to do here. So far, we still have this place intact, and this place, we can have a double correction if we want to have that. And if that happens, then it's going to be a bigger move to the downside again. A very bigger move to the downside. So that's what I can see here. On the 4-hour time frame, we are still corrective. So this may actually continue to go down, giving us a 1-2 scenario. So for me, this is a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For us to, the way we had this correction as a simple like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it ended, and we didn't see a double correction, and this is wave 2. Then we add this to the downside as a 3-1, a 3-2, probably a 3-3, which is not completed. We can still have this, like, it's at 50 now, retracement of this wave. So if we are going to break up, probably we'll just, I don't see us breaking here, like I said. If we break here, then intentionally we are going back up. For now, let's see, the price may continue to fall from here. It may shock you. It's because the structure is not complete. I can't see that completeness yet. This one cannot be a whole of 1, a whole of 2. 3 is supposed to be the longest, even in wave 5. So let's go back to the weekly time frame and look at the euro dollar. Looking at the euro dollar, it's still the same on the weekly time frame. It's still the same. We are yet to even get to 100% extension of this wave A, B, C. So we still have some more movement to go to the upside. And do they want to come down and break this low? I don't see that. This is very impulsive. In the impulsive nature of this tells me that we're not ready to go down now. This is rather corrective. You can see how sluggish the market is even here on the weekly time frame here. Sluggishly going down, taking longer to finish the correction before this bold move. So I still believe that the price, if we close like this, we are still going up. We have to look at the price action and so many things together. On the daily time frame, what do I see? I still see a corrective mode. If we intend come to the downside, we first see a strong move that will immediately cancel this out as a bold move, then a correction, a more downside. That is the intention that the market is going to give. What is giving me on the daily here does not tell me that price wants to come down. So still, the place to break is 13,500. I don't see price taking out 13,500 now, for now. So it's between this support and this support that I can see, even if you're going to have a double correction. So if we get, this is not place you want to buy. This may give us an extent more down. Yeah, if that happens, it presents us with a better opportunity to launch an attack again to the upside. Let's look at pound USD, pound dollar. The pound dollar on the daily time frame says the same. So we can see that the price has been doing so much consolidation without real movement. But these, set the mood for most as the price wanting to come down and fall, that we are almost at the end of this. But then, do you want to sell from here? No. Do you want to buy from here? No, except you've been buying from below. But the DXY, it's what is leading us to also tell that most likely this is not ready to fall, because if you look at the RSI, there's a clear divergence on the RSI. You can see the clear divergence. The RSI is falling and is falling and is dipping. So you can draw that from this top. So you can see clearly that RSI is dropping. RSI is dropping. That is what we can see, is dropping, which tells us that we are almost getting to the end. But is it going to fall immediately? Because if you want to sell from here, you'll be shocked that the price may still move upwards by another 200 or 300 pips. So the structure, the DXY, everything together, we have to look at that. The only time I will think that price may want to come to the downside is at the break of this low. So for now, what do I see cooking up here? That I see this as an ABC, which is a running flat, and this movement to the upside and this to the downside may be a 1 and a 2 of the last 5 waves to the upside on the daily time frame here. So a 1 and a 2, and let's see how it grinds up, and it winds up also with DXY. We are almost there. We still have a couple of pips. Even on the euro dollar, we still have, let me see, close to 400, 300 pips on the euro dollar to get to that mark. Price now is at 15.5. The present where it got to was like 16.3. Yeah, we still have about 270 to 300 pips on euro dollar. Now let's look at NZD USD. NZD USD, like I would tell anybody, this is not where you want to pick your buy on all these instruments. You don't want to pick your buy on euro dollar at that level. If you already in the buy from the low is better. Likewise, pound dollar. Likewise, USD, NZD USD. So what do I see here? This is quite a bit choppy for me. As for now, I can see these 1, 2, 3 in that wave. So it comes to ABC, and this could be an ABC of an A. Is highly corrective. This could be an ABC of a B. These are eroded, this daily candle more boldly. So we may be having a C wave. And if it's a C wave, the extension of this wave to the upside is at about 127 now. So maybe a C wave could move down, taking this low around this area or slightly breaking it. And if we get that, then we can pick a buy to the upside. Because at 127, so we should expect a running flat to the downside. And that has to be a 5-wave decline before I want to trust it. So if you see a 5-wave decline, then we can take a buy from here to the upside. So that is what that is. Maybe for now, I don't see this breaking this low. I don't see it breaking this low. It may break this red, but between this red and this area, these are the areas. If we get 5 waves down, decline, then we can pick a buy. Otherwise, we should be from the buy from below here or from below here. On the dollar yen, dollar yen is still a bit messy, very, very messy. What is happening here is messy. We are still, if I go on the higher time frame, now, if we say this is an A wave, this is a B wave, this can only be a C wave running its 5 waves course to the downside. So we are still at least a bit far from 100% extension around this area. And this can turn out to be anything. It can turn out to be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 6, 1, 8. It can turn out to be anything. But at least we'll stay expect a minimum of 100. So here, this may be an A, still an A on the weekly time frame. This may be a B on the weekly time frame. But how bold this is, is telling us that we are very bearish. This candle is bold, though even in consolidation on the weekly time frame. This may go up without breaking this area. If it breaks this area, it's going to drop. So the bulls does not have that strength yet. So even on the daily time frame, so what I see, it's more of a complexity of a structure, which this may still be a WXY, which clearly is, and this may be the first 5 waves here, or it could turn out to be an ABC, and that we may want to have an ABC to the upside. So if this one should break here at 100 extension, that's where we can look for our sell. So that is what I can advise here. So that you've been on a sell, keeping your low profile. So if this would do ABC to the upside, then we can pick at 100 extension and follow it. The euro yen is what I gave us last, which I want us to look at. Euro yen. So what do we see here on euro yen? Let me quickly switch to the weekly time frame here to explain euro yen, that we can see it better. Now on euro yen, we are seeing a move, this move of, let's say, an A wave, and we are in the B wave. So for me, ABC of A, then we are doing a WXY to expect an 100% extension. So if this is an A of the W, A, B, and a C of that wave, that's a W, then we have an X to the downside. So A, W, XY will be from here to here, to this low, for us to get an extension of 100%. So this is a Y leg going to the upside. So in this Y leg, we can also subdivide into an ABC, which is an A wave here, A of B, B of B, and a C of B. And after the B, then we have the Y leg. So we can expect an 100% extension. And, I gave us an area to look for our sell. We are almost getting there. It could actually still get to 127 or 123, but at that 100 is perfect. Then if we get to 123, then we can load in more. And this is going to fall. This is highly corrective here. This is a WXY forming here. So it's going to fall. The last one is gold. Gold for me, on the weekly time frame, we can see it's going up, back up bullish. We have been saying that at this area here, we see a 50-50, and we should be very careful. So this has gone up. It has taken out this high here, and we are about seeing the end. So this might just be the fourth wave here, and this might just be the fifth wave going up. So going into the daily time frame here on gold, you don't want to follow a buy here. We may still have a couple of movement to the upside. So what do I see? I see an ABC, and that's all. We are taught that we might just have an ABC of a W, an X, and a Y, but the B wave here, that is called a B wave, might turn out to be an impulsive wave of that wave 5. So for now, we might see this as one ABC, a running flat or anything. Not until at least we get an 100% extension. So if we get an 100% extension here, because if you still call it an ABC, A, then the B in the middle, and the C, at least we should get to an 100% extension around this area. So price is still going to negotiate very close to 34 or 35 or 94 or 3500 before we see the reaction. So whatever reactions we get there, if we get a deeper correction, then we should look for, after that correction, probably possible buy again. That is what we can see. Going on to the lower time frame to count the structure, it's very, 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 very on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, on the 4-hour time frame, yeah, this may have gone up as a 1, 2. Then inside of the 3 wave, you may have had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then the 4th wave and the 5th wave. So this may have gone up like a 5-wave structure, or wave 1, and ABC, or wave 2. Then inside of wave 3, we may have seen another wave 5 of the initial wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then ABC of a 2 or 3, and that is what explains the running flat here. So if we have that as a running flat, a 1, 2, and a 1, 2 here, a 1, 2, and a 1, 2 is a running flat, really. That's what we get here. So we still expect an 100% extension. So where we can focus is to see this go as a 5-wave structure and complete its 5-wave structure to the upside. If that happens, then we can probably pick a sell of the 5th wave and see if we are going to get, a correction of a 2 to go further up, or ABC correction to go further up, or if it turns out to be, something else, we would know, we'll take it. But for now, is that we are within wave 3. If it's within wave 3, it's going to break 100% extension of the whole of this structure, like A, B, and a C. It's going to break 100% extension. It's going to break 1, 2, 3. It's going to break 1, 6, 1, 8. If that now happens confidently, you can say you are in a wave 3. So in practical, you can say A, B, C for now until we break 1, 6, 1, 8. And this is what will show. If we sell it and it goes up again, bounce up to break above, then we are, in that mode. So for now, what I can see here is a 1, 2. So just like a running flat here on this bigger time frame, a 1, 2, a 1, 2. So we can see a 1, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, here 2, a 1, 2. So maybe this is the primary 1, primary 2. Then we have inside of it a wave 3, the first move, an A, B, C. Then we are going up. So the whole of here, you can still take them as a 1, 2. And this is the lowest now. And we're going to see how this. So we need to break out of this trend to say that we are finished with 3. So if you draw a trend line from this base to join this red to the upside, if we should break out of it, then we know we are done with that with 3. Then probably we are ended with 4 of this mode. And so once we do that, we'll go up one more time to do it with 5. Then you can confidently say, okay, your wave 5 is ended. Any price action to sell, you can sell from there. But for now, I don't want to sell. And I don't want to pick a buy. I've been buying right from this low, as low as I've gone more than over 8,200 pips now. So, and with that, I've come to the end of today's trade. So the summary of all the buy that we can see, if you're not in the buy type of low, is to wait if you're going to have a double correction on DXY, on a pound dollar, on euro dollar, and where given for again, yes, double correction also on USD JPY. We know where we have given for our euro yen and NZD USD, which may still fall, a little below. So those are the areas you should pay attention. And if you get that double correction, so we can begin to buy. Otherwise, if it continues to, go up, let it continue to go up. We'll look for more opportunity. Bye.